Live from the surface of Mars, it's Elon After Dusk. Starring Elon Musk. With special guest Louis Carmyle. And now, your host, Elon Musk.
Good evening, gamers. How's everybody doing tonight? So I don't know how many of you know this, and this is totally true. I just found out. It's crazy. Really, the Earth, you know that place? You guys know that place. Yeah, it's on fire. I guess hot girl summer wasn't the best idea. No, it's like actually too hot to handle. The UN says that we only have about a decade left to reverse the effects of climate change, which is okay really because I don't know how much longer I want to be here anyways. Speaking of eternal dread and despair, Donald Trump is still in the news. An impeachment inquiry has been issued by the Speaker of the House to investigate President Trump. Yeah. If he becomes the first president to be removed from office through impeachment, his VP, Mike Pence, will step in after him. Which may still not be the best news for climate activists, but it's absolutely fantastic news for homophobic bakers. Who here uses Facebook? No one? Yeah, you guys aren't 40, my bad. Well, anyway, you remember Jesse Eisenberg in The Social Network? Still nothing? All right. Fine. Remember Russian trolls? Remember those guys from 2016? Yeah, you remember that. All right. Well, their favorite Silicon Valley resident, Marky Z, has been under fire lately for allowing them to spill some fake news tea about some politicians. Now, I'm just a lonely car salesman, but my thinking is that Marky shouldn't have stuck with updating Farmville and poking his friends all day. And maybe, just maybe, you should have blocked anyone with a Putin banner on their profile. We have an amazing show for you guys tonight. Louis Carmyle is on the show, and later we'll be analyzing one of the greatest Twitter accounts of all time, so stick around. We have our first and only guest of the night. Up next, it's Louis Carmyle. Come on out.
Is it going well?
It's going well. How are
Doing fantastic. It's a real honor to be here.
you? Well, I'm glad you're here, Louis. Now, you've got a movie coming up. I want to hear all about it.
Yeah, so it's a very small indie project, but I know a lot of people have been talking about it. The whole premise is that I'm just walking my dog, and my dog decides to take a deuce, as dogs do. And when I'm trying to pick up the deuce, this lady is arguing with me about why dogs are pooping on the grass, saying that it ruins the environment. And so there's this great philosophical argument going on between me and this woman. Even though the premise seems silly, it's just a really interesting battle of ideology.
This isn't a joke, right?
No.
This is your actual script?
Yeah.
Well, you've been in some strange movies, but you always seem to make them work.
Yes, I have.
Talk to me about your filmography. You've been on the show before. You've talked about some of the movies you've been in. This isn't the only movie you've got coming up, though, right? You're going to be in another major production. Isn't that correct?
Yeah, yes, sir. I'm going to be in The Irishman. I'm the main star. I'm going to be playing the infamous Frank Sheeran.
I thought that was Robert De Niro being aged down.
No, they aged me up to look like Robert De Niro.
Wow, that's ingenious. Martin Scorsese is truly a visionary.
Oh, of course. He's absolutely fantastic.
He doesn't make those theme park movies. Do you disagree with Martin Scorsese? on whether or not Marvel movies are theme park movies?
You know, honestly, I think it's just different filmmakers just have different views of the world and different opinions on how films should be made, and that's okay. Art is subjective. It should just ultimately be whatever they want it to be, and hopefully audiences will enjoy it and get something out of it.
But some filmmakers' visions are better than others, right? Am I right?
Well, you know, I'd probably get in trouble with Marty for you know, taking one side or the other here. So I'm gonna have to stay quiet on that. I'm gonna take the Fifth Amendment.
Fifth Amendment. All right. Who's your favorite director that you've ever worked with in your career?
That I've ever worked with?
Correct.
Ooh, that's a good one. Probably Bree Womble. We were filming this elevator shot called. Sorry, guys.
It's all right. Don't worry about it.
It's called the Idiot Button, and so my role in it was just this unsuspecting employee talking to this guy who claimed that this button didn't actually work. I think it was supposed to be a thriller in a way, you know, a psychological film of this guy's just mental breakdown, his just absolute obsession with buttons.
Didn't you win the Oscar for that one?
Convey other people. Now here's the thing. I was a supporting actor in the film, but I won the Oscar for Best Actor.
Your performance must have been something else.
I know it must have been. It must have been the way that the main character's impact was having on myself and my psyche during that scene.
You know, in The Godfather, Marlon Brando only had 15 seconds of screen time and still won Best Actor. You must have delivered a Brando-esque performance. Bravo to you, sir.
Have, yeah.
Come on, let's give him a hand, crowd.
You guys are too kind.
Truly, the movie star of our generation. Now, you've dabbled in all kinds of different genres. You've been in action films. You've been in mystery films. You've even been in a horror film here and there. But I've heard that you've expressed interest in being in a pornographic film. Could you?
Is that so?
Yeah. That is my information incorrect here, or have you expressed interest?
Oh, you're mistaking for my brother Larry.
Larry,
Carlisle.
he was.
Yeah, Loose Lips Larry is yeah. Haven't you heard of Loose Lips Larry?
How do you get that nickname?
He's popular in the porn industry. That's a secret that only Larry knows and his 17 mistresses. But yeah, Larry's out there. He's the one that's doing all that stuff. I know that we look very similar. My late brother Jerry looks very similar to us too.
Late brother.
Yeah, he unfortunately he was in some type of gambling activity, and he got in a fight with someone who ran the gambling operation, and apparently he got shot. That's all we really know. It happened really recently. I really don't like to talk about it, but it's definitely a tragedy. His loss is definitely felt in the family.
There's been a lot worse losses this year, though. You know, he's not too big of a loss. He was a car salesman, right?
Yeah. Well, it's funny because the description of the suspect, it's actually very similar to you.
Me?
It's very tall, skinny guy.
You know, I think we're out of time for our guest here.
I guess so.
Yeah, I really appreciate you coming on.
Oh, yeah, certainly. Yeah.
I would love to have you on again in the future, distant future.
Yeah.
Probably in a decade
I'll probably
or two.
win 50 more Oscars by that point.
Right,
You know?
That's perfect. Well, hope to have you back on someday. Have a nice life.
Yeah, sure thing.
Mr. Carlisle. All right. How you liking the show so far, guys? You ain't seen nothing yet. All right, everyone, welcome back. Some of you may know I'm a great tweeter of tweets. But recently, I stopped posting on Twitter so I could focus my energy on more important issues, like greener energy, self-driving cars, but mostly cooler flamethrowers. So my producer thought it'd be a funny bit to show you guys some tweets and have me explain just what the hell was going through this genius brain of mine. All right, Alex, let's put up the first one.
Took my son to play piano for the seniors' home in Pasadena. It was lovely to see them smile.
Oh man, I thought you were gonna put me on blast. So yeah, I took my son, Nevada, to a nursing home, and he did an excellent job playing for the residents. This is gonna be a breeze. All right, let's see the next one.
Sew one button doesn't make you a tailor. Cook one meal doesn't make you a chef. But fuck one horse and you're a horse fucker for all of history.
Yeah, well, you see... Well, am I wrong? All right, Alex, you asshole, let's see the next one.
A little red wine, vintage record, some Ambien, and magic.
I remember this one, actually. It was Christmas Eve 2017. The kids were asleep. I had just finished inventing time travel. And I was about to relax, so I poured myself a glass, threw on some Simon & Garfunkel, popped some of Elon's Little Helpers, and just started vibing, baby. Yeah, that was,
Elon.
Yeah, sorry. What? Anyway, the last one. Go ahead.
Oh, by the way, I'm building a cyborg dragon.
I tweeted that? Fuck, I thought I was typing in my journal. Well, Dragon's out of the den now. Tesla Cyborg Dragons will be on store shelves Christmas 2021. Alright, well that shameless plug is going to take us to the end of the show. Thank you, gamers, for tuning into my show. May God bless you all. I want to end all these shows on a positive message. So when all you memers, when you're talking to an elder this week and they say something offensive, don't get mad. Don't try to show them why that's not cool to say. Just look them in the eyes and say, okay, boomer. Then watch as they implode with anger and humiliation. See you guys next time on Elon After Dusk.